Hey guys, Brandon here. Today we're going to talk about how to build a Heroclix team. How exactly do you go about building a team? What kind of characters do you put on it? That type of thing. We're just going to do the very basics today, just scratching the surface of how to build a team. But typically, if you play in a tournament, Heroclix tournament, your point value is 500 points. Again, this is just typically. And within those 500 points, you want to give specific characters a certain amount of that point ratio, whatever. You want to give 200, roughly, again this is all just in the ballpark, 200 points is going to go towards your main attacker, an additional 100 points to your secondary attacker, another 100 to another secondary attacker, 50 to perplex, and 50 to outwit for a total of 500 points. That is the formula for how to build a Heroclix team. So let's sort of dig in exactly what you would do to do that. Here we've got some heavy hitters. These are people that are going to be your main attackers, dealing out the damage to your opponent, hitting them in the face, blah 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 blah. Okay? Some big ones that jump out are sorry, I can't talk today. Iron Man, War Machine, Phoenix, stuff like this. But these guys are kind of pricey. They're in the 300 point ballpark. It's a little bit expensive for what we're talking about here. We were aiming for about 300, or I'm sorry, 200. If you look at guys like Hulk or Doomsday or something like that, they're powerful, but they don't have range or flight or anything like that. That's not necessarily necessary, but let's go ahead and go for Iron Man. He's a even 200 points. He can flight. He's indomitable. He's only got one lightning bolt, but he's got a range of 8, so that's not bad. Let's keep him for right now. Up next, secondary attackers, the people that are going to be filling other roles, attacking your opponent, have flight, possibly range, multiple targets, stuff like that. Okay. Right off the bat, let's grab Human Torch. He's 100 points flat. He's got the flight ability. He's got 2 targets, and he's got a range of 8. This is an ideal character. Who else? And then let's go ahead and grab Sandman. He's 101 points. He doesn't have much range, but he's got plasticity and shape change. So this is what you call a tie-up figure. It's going to be really good to go in. Use the whole plasticity thing right there, and then they're going to have to roll for breakaway. It basically gets your characters in your opponent's face so that the rest of your forces can come on in. And it's great if you have somebody that can fly, because that's what you call a taxi. You can pick them up, fly them in, and the rest of your team can move around. Taxis usually consist of people with the flight ability, or someone like Nightcrawler here, who's a phasing teleport character. And again, taxis and tie-up figs aren't necessarily, you don't always want one in your team, but they're always useful. So let's go ahead and grab those for right now. Just put them in there. Okay. Up next, Outwit. Outwit is probably the most useful part of the whole entire game. It lets you completely cancel out one of your opponent's traits, whether it's super strength or invulnerability. Just get rid of it. Okay, let's grab, none of these guys here are 50 points. Let's pretend that Dr. Doom is 50 just for the sake of right now. And then an additional 50 points for Perplex. This either raises up one of your teammates' stats by 1 or drops down an opponent's stat by 1. Another useful thing to have. Let's grab Batman. Okay? Now, this is, for the most part, what your team should look like. Dr. Doom is a little bit pricey. He's 200 points. And he's another 75. That's 275 points for Outwit and Perplex. We need 100 total. Zombie Giant Man, he's got Perplex and Outwit, and he's 97 points. So we're already perfect. That's where we need to be right now. But this team, this current team right here, is not a theme team. What's a theme team exactly? I'll go over theme teams a little bit later in a different video. But basically what that means is that you want to sort of have a team that's all Avengers, all JLA, X-Men, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and grab that right now. Let's get rid of him. Let's put in a different Giant Man with the Avengers team ability. And then let's pop you guys out. Boom, they both got the Avengers team ability. Iron Man does not have the Avengers team ability. He's got shield. But if you check out his character card, you can see there, he's got the Avengers keyword. Right in there. Okay? Very useful. Check character cards if you're going to build teams, guys. Very useful. And there you go. 500 points. 500 points, 4 figures, theme team, Avengers. Nice and solid, under 5 minutes. It's really easy to do, guys. Get out there, build some teams of your own, okay? If you got any comments or questions, just leave it in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.